Well, it was.
Contact me at any time with any questions.
Yeah. You have to understand when I decided this, it was a very hard decision to come to. But again, I just wanted to play more and enjoy my family a little bit more. It was nothing to do with the market and everything. In fact, we're not down, which is wonderful. So if you'd like to look at what I do in our spare time, we move huge rocks. We're really strong people. Anyway, getting back to the system, what I'm going to do is tonight go through, go ahead, Stan. That was the big announcement as far as what I'm doing. And Mr. Lenz, we really do care about our customer. And if I had to leave anything, the most important for me for 15 or 16 years is that I try to take care of you. Now, did I do all a good job? No. Sometimes I'd miss a phone call or had to go find out the answer from Lenz. I didn't know all the answers. But I figure if I could do it, anybody can do it because I am trained as an art teacher, and but I love model railroading also. Okay. All right. Now the big decision. This is when I was talking about what in the world is this plus business. This happened this year. We have a whole new lineup of decoders. It's the plus behind, and you're going to see it on any decoder if you have a plus. These are all version 7 decoders that can be firmware upgraded in the future. That means even that little $24 decoder, which is called a standard plus, can be firmware upgraded with a decoder, our new Lenz decoder programmer. Now, what is it? Stan, go ahead. Coming soon, right now, we've just announced a new Ethernet interface. Here, behind me, where we have now no computer, just a router, your interface, and you can use your iPhone, iPad, any touch thing. It's an Apple's app, and I can switch locomotives, I can turn turnouts, I can get my speed, I can slide my speed back and forth like this. Turn the, where's the functions? Turn the, I can press stop and go, and then you have literally a totally wireless throttle. So this is brand new. The things that you're providing is you're providing obviously a little router, and you're providing this port, this part, with downloadable apps. And then you purchase our new Ethernet interface, and off you go with no PC. Kind of cool, kind of fun. Period. Something. It's interesting. Some people are real interested in it, or some people just aren't too interested. But it's okay. It's just one more choice that we're trying to do.
Yeah, excuse me. You have an operating.
Yes, it's operating at the booth, and they can come. You can come over and run it at the booth. So that is the new iPhone, iPod throttle from us. Okay. All right, this is the program I was talking about. It's version 7 decoders. All of a sudden, say, next year, more Railcom features come out. Well, guess what? You just put it on. You leave it in the locomotive. Put it on the track. Plug your programmer in, or a dealer might offer these services. Maybe something that Josh would be very interested in doing. So it's a firmware upgrade to decoders. So all of a sudden you have the option of having your decoders updated for future, not old, because you can never change what hardware has already been supplied. So it's version 7 and up, okay?
Debbie, what that means is if we were to take, so once we install a decoder version 7, we'll never install a decoder again.
Unless you need a hardware upgrade sometime in the future for a super duper function.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's it. It can't increase any hardware, obviously. But for example, as the choices come out, more Railcom choices come out and definitions come out. Remember I told you in Railcom right now it's only CVs and address currently. But how cool would it be if you did have scale speed and stuff like that? So once you do install our Plus Series decoders, they're all 7s, you go from there. Okay? All right, plus line. What in the world does that mean? We went, I'm not quite sure why they did this, but they did it. I have to go along with what the names are. So standard, silver, and gold. The standard, it sets the standard for a motor drive. All 3 decoder levels are delivered in different harness situations. So, you know, you can get different harnesses with all of them. And this is minis and minis too. All right. So that means the $24.95 decoder, which you see discount for like $18, it's pretty cool. We call it our fleet decoder, has the identical motor drive as the Gold Plus. So they all have the same motor drive. So you can buy, say, you don't put this decoder, in everything. It'll cost a fortune. So what you do is you save your golds for the really ones that you want the dirty track technology on, which is over here. SUSI is a sound interface. Maybe someday there'll be a year. Right now, there's no U.S. manufacturer doing that, but it is there. And then asymmetric. That's where asymmetric you can impact and have automation. We'll talk more about that. Railcom. There we go with Railcom. That's the feedback from the decoder through the system, giving you information back. All right, so same motor drive. So here you save it for your locomotives that are, you know, you just want to, this is 3 functions, 5 functions, 4 functions with all the stuff. I can't remember. This might be, the new one might be 5. I'm not sure about, it's 5. I remember soldering the wire on. Yeah, 5. So 3, 5, 5. And these guys stayed pretty much the same price, but this guy now is a $24.95 one. Now, be aware, on the dirty track technology, you have to have an add-on part, and we'll talk about that in a little bit more. Okay? All right, and I talked about this already because we kind of got ahead of ourselves. The Railcom. Here's what the detector looks like. And normally, right now, it's reading 1170. That's an address. And when you come to the booth, you can see it reads CVs right on the main lines. It's handy. And here's that 5-pack add-on transmitter information. Take a Digitrax decoder, and you have a Lenz system that you want to operate, the Railcom. You throw this on. There's 5 of them for 80 bucks. I give full retail, remember. And you wire it between the black and the red. And it has only a black and red. It's itty bitty. And all of a sudden, that Digitrax decoder becomes Railcom capable. So it's transmitting. Stan? Okay, I was talking about the Railcom joint work that's happening in Europe. I think it's pretty well, explanatory. Keep an eye out what's happening. We will I hope Tony will start getting some of these newer things coming into the market. He might expand himself into some other European companies that might surprise him. So Railcom is an ongoing development. Right now we have the 2 products and all our gold decoder, all our decoders are Railcom. Your systems are already Railcom if you have an LZV100 capable, which you do, Rick. Any system that is an LZV has it. Now, anybody who has an old system like Jim can turn a district into a Railcom district by adding an LV102 power station, thus becoming a Railcom system. Well, you can do it, okay? Oh, asymmetric. We have, I can't remember, do I have asymmetric? If any of you have seen my big booth at various NMRA things, I can actually chase trains now. Asymmetric lets you have automation on the layout. And what we're doing is we have 2 decoders, the silver and the gold, that will respond to asymmetric DCC. So what's happening around, so say you put a little, it's called BM1, BM2, and BM3. BM1 right in front of a station. And your little asymmetric decoder will come along and it's going to see asymmetric. Because you've said you will now recognize asymmetric. You've told the decoder that you will see it. Asymmetric means it's not a full signal. It's truncated on one side. All right. So that decoder comes around and it acts like a trigger. Remember the old magnet trick and all that stuff we used to do in the old days? Well, the same idea. So I'm not telling that decoder, my throttle does nothing. So it comes around, your passenger train comes around right in front of the station, and you can time the stop. And then you're doing nothing, so you're off on the other side of the room doing your freight. And it comes around, and the asymmetric allows the operation to happen automatically with no PC control, no software. It's great. You can have a little shunting mine car up on the, up on, different narrow gauge up on the mountain. So it's a way of getting some automation, especially people who operate on their own. Asymmetric. Go ahead. And we can get real specific. We can even do caution. We can do sapient signals. We can control signals or be controlled by signals. All done by asymmetric DCC. Okay, dirty track. Dirty track. Who was that? It was you. Is anybody using the dirty track technology yet? Judges. Yeah, you are. Are you impressed?
Yeah, I'm trying to use it in scale, and after talking to you and other people, we've got some problems solved. But
Good.
yes, I am happy with it.
Good. Good. What about you?
Yeah, I'm using it in my large-scale outdoor lab with hand-laid track, and it allows me to not have to power the frog or the points, which eliminates a tremendous amount of wiring on any switch, as you can think of. And so I can just continue to run and not have to worry about it, particularly outdoors, trying to do all that wiring in an outdoor setting.